you've ever seen a Windows smartphone, you'll be familiar with the Metro interface of Windows 8. Mat Panchalingam, our IT guy at IT World Canada, has had a beta of Windows 8. And what are your first impressions?
I both like it and I don't at the same time. Like, I love that it's fast. Surprisingly, it runs faster than Windows 7. For example, I'm running it, as you can see, on a Mac, so it's in VM. The VM has one CPU and a gig of RAM, and that's it. And it runs very well, even though it's really low. And it runs very, very well, even though the CPU and RAM are just really low. Not super fast, but it's fast enough. So I like that. So I imagine once I set it up on my desktop at home, which has a lot of CPU and RAM, it'll be lightning fast. Haven't yet, because I don't know if I like it enough to go down that route. So that said, I've had it going for a few days now. I've used it a few hours. It's okay. That's my opinion so far.
It's your opinion so
it's
far.
It's okay.
Give me, aside from the good speed at reasonably low power, give me a couple good, a couple bad things.
Well, my good and bad are the same thing. So I like that you get full screen apps. For example, if I fire up Maps, it goes full screen. You get to focus on just that, which is a good thing. I can see this being something great for my mom. My mom gets confused when there's windows just popping up and flashing and notifications coming and going. Whereas if she needed a map, she would know to click on Maps and look, there's a map.
And full screen, that would look great on a tablet.
Yeah, and on a tablet, this would be awesome. So it would be just like using an iPad that's running Windows. You know, I can't wait until I can do that. I'm looking forward to a Windows tablet where I can actually get to use this stuff. Another example of full screen is IE, which I have running somewhere over here. Thought I did. So IE, which I hid from my screen because I use Chrome, but IE also goes full screen, which again, on a tablet, this is great. Like you'll have a huge bar, you'll have back, forward, and refresh, and they're huge. On my laptop, though, a 1/4 inch of my screen is gone. That's bad. On my laptop, I don't necessarily want a full screen app. My mom would, though, so it depends on the user here. And to be fair, Apple did the same thing on OS X Lion. So you don't have to use this. You can go to your desktop and use it like a standard Windows desktop. So, you know, you have all, you have documents, and there's apps, and there's a start menu, and so on, just like always. So you're not chained to this screen, you know. And like I said, to be fair, Apple did the same thing. So if I switch over to my Mac really quick, you have the standard Apple interface, applications, there's a dock, there's all this stuff. But Apple also gives you the option of switching to Launchpad, which has which has icons, and they're huge. And every single app can be run as full screen. So if I fire up Chrome, for example, on a Mac also, I can switch it to be in full screen. Now, to be fair, the thing Apple did right is I don't have to start off in tablet mode, full screen and big icons. On Windows, what I've gathered so far in my using this, sorry, it's a Mac, it doesn't just work. On my Windows half, I have to start off in my full screen mode. I don't like that. But again, that's me speaking as a tech consumer. I can see liking this.
Also, you mentioned that it syncs with Live.
Yeah, so it syncs with Live, which is cool. So as you can see, I just got an email from Hotmail team, and it popped up, and it just showed me that. If I had MSN on, I would see messages just coming and going, which is great. But I don't use Live. Not Microsoft's fault, but I prefer Chrome and Google Apps and Google Docs and Gmail and Calendar. My life is in there.